ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to Aux Con 2022, now with 100% less technical issues. My name is Zach, aka the Oxfather. I'm joined here by my sweet angel, Marco. Welcome, Marco.
Very excited for this one. Got to see firsthand Zach, doing all the preparations for a stream. It's not pretty, but we got the job done today.
In a panic, no less. You got to see a live panic.
And we saw you just center yourself, and then you became the Oxfather just like that. Boom.
It's like Yugi when he plays Yu-Gi-Oh! He takes a moment, and then he fucking gets all, gets all Yu-Gi-Oh'd. I also have Mark Pearson here with me. Mark, how you doing tonight?
I'm awesome. I am.
Are you reading from a teleprompter?
No, I'm just really drunk right now. But
the lights were too bright.
We love it. We love it.
I totally soaked in the moment, so I'm ready. Here. I'm ready. Let's go.
Oh, we love it.
And Mark's wife is off camera here, and you can't see her glaring at him, but it's a beautiful thing to see.
Oh my God, she's such a dime piece. I mean, what a fool she is.
We're gonna get to it, but I've gotten to spend so much time with Mark and Katrina this week, and it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing, and we're gonna talk about all the things that we've done today. Sweet Danny Lee needs no introduction.
What's up, people? Sorry, no hat today.
He's looking handsome as ever. How you doing today?
Good. Amongst friends out here in San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah. Look at this. Let's look at some of these comments here. Mark Pearson says Marco is an angel from Earth. The chivalry is unmatched.
Wow.
We got Gigi in the comments. He needs to show you a TikTok I sent him recently, Mark. Hi, Danny. Excited to hear about tonight. You'll love to see that. We got Zeke in the chat says OMG. John the Everyday Collector. Who the hell is that on the far left? I don't know if it's which left we're going off of, but that's...
I think it meant me because I'm not wearing a hat.
Gosh,
There you go. Erwin says
Lord of the Rings
Con reveals. Yeah. There will be a Patreon exclusive. Oh my God. Jesus, Danny.
Pull it together, Danny, please.
First time drinking, sorry.
I'll drink to that.
If you're a Patreon member, we've had every attendee of OxCon do a digital signature. Victoria's working on an art print. You'll have to be able to digitally download the print. It's been a weekend. So we have the art's, not by any fault of anyone, but the art is... I wanted to have the posters printed and everyone to sign them, but everyone's flying out at different times. The schedules have been pretty crazy, so it'll be a digital download. But that means everyone can get one, because initially it was just going to be the people that were here today. There's also OxCon exclusive flying pins for the Flyboys that flew in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, the Ox Air logo.
Yeah.
Okay,
Left hand Jumbo.
Left hand Jumbo, baby.
And rest in peace to...
no, don't say rest in peace.
To Paul's flight situation.
I was like, whoa,
Christ.
what happened?
Yeah, you gotta...
I'm not caught up on my texts.
Paul was supposed to show up at 11 o'clock, and he's still in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, okay. Paul was supposed to be here at 11 a.m. and the airline gods have fucked him. It's almost like 11 p.m. What time is it? 9:47. He's still not on a plane. Poor Paul. His OxCon experience. We'll have to make that up, privately, or give him the double dose tomorrow. But you guys are going to go out in a little bit, right? You guys are going to go...
I think that's the plan. Sidestepping, I guess,
Sidestepping?
is the... Yeah. But all I know is I ate about 3 pounds of barbecue on top of the Whataburger, and I feel like I want to die right now. So I don't know how I'm going to make it out, but we'll see.
I didn't eat 3 pounds of barbecue, and I feel like I want to
No,
die.
not 3 pounds. It was 3 meats.
Just about 3 pounds. But even the lady behind the counter was like, "Are you sure you want to order all that?" I was like, "Don't tell me what to do."
Dude, when you ordered the 3 meat combo, I even looked at you.
I wanted
like,
to.
wow.
When in Texas, I wanted to try it all. I didn't want to leave anything untouched,
By the
including
way,
Danny.
If you're, we've been all
Thank you.
touching each other all weekend. If you're watching live, let us know. Oh, look at this.
Oh, Paul's in a hotel in Dallas.
Oh, poor thing. He was supposed to be in San
Oh my
Antonio.
God.
Oh,
Dude,
boy.
I
Poor
wanted to meet
Paul.
Paul.
Me too.
I felt the crevaille of all these guys
crevaille.
in front of me.
I even
And
lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was going to say.
I miss Paul at this moment. I'm sorry.
If you're watching live, let us know if that sounds good. We think it sounds good. I mean, we can't really tell, but let us know what you think. But okay, so let's rewind. Thursday night, Mark Pearson flew into town. Mark and Katrina, and it was so good to see Mark. We went and ate a beautiful meal at Smash and Crab. Mark gave me the warmest embrace I've ever had.
Oh, we definitely touched like
My tip touched his tip. It was
Yeah.
it was a, a good
Genitalia
old fashioned
was
space
a-
dock.
genitalia exchange was totally a thing. And then like, even yesterday, we went to 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 2 dinners, and I'm like, that is so Middle Earth. That's so
So
Hobbit.
Middle Earth, I love that.
Yeah, we had first breakfast, second breakfast. We had 11sies. We had afternoon
Yeah.
tea, and then we had 2 dinners. And it was magical. I mean, my body like went into like a coma a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
It'll do that, but that means
And
it's
I
working.
still,
You know.
so I still have a poop that's coming. That's gonna like
Wow.
be like a disaster. You know what I mean?
Mark, we say send a fax to Cleveland.
Yeah.
We don't say the P word. Okay.
And they don't talk about that in the Lord of the
I was
Rings
wondering
books.
what that meant.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
you were
I'm
all.
sending a fax to Cleveland. I'm like, who the
Come
fuck
on.
is it? My man's working on vacation.
It's the only classy way to describe doing
Yeah.
your business. You know.
Eddie said he has to go have a good night. Eddie's the originator of the Aux Con 0.0.
Yeah.
Love to see him in the chat. Have a good night, Eddie.
Yeah.
What does this say? What are you
Jumbo
guys
Eddie.
drinking? We're drinking, of course, Brewdog Hazy India Pale Ale Fellowship
Sip of
IPA from Lord of the Rings. This
Special
is a collectible
edition.
beer. This is a limited edition.
It's a hazy IPA.
And
and it's
it's really
delicious.
good for an IPA.
We're gonna talk about the journey that we had to go to. But okay, so we saw each other Thursday. You guys came back here. Tell me, first experience in the studio. Obviously, we're not in the studio, but tell me about it.
To me specifically, this area
Lights
is
are too
really
bright.
He's
dry.
inebriated. No.
Yeah.
In the office.
Oh, in the office. No, the how do you pronounce it? Guevara?
Office.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Yeah. Zach's home. It's beautiful. His wife is gorgeous. His
Thank you.
daughter is like.
Likewise.
His daughter is super sweet, and it's like, it makes you want to have more kids, but at the same time, no effing way. You know what I mean? So it gives you like that grandparent. I had that grandparent moment. I was like, oh, so sweet,
Yeah.
And Zach welcomed me to his home because we had a hotel the
Yeah.
first night. We slept last night at Zach's house, and it was super comfortable, and we're sleeping there super comfortable in the morning. And it's like I had breakfast this morning. I mean, what a family, dude! I'm like, I want him to adopt me.
I will.
Because-
Facts.
That's why I'm your ox father. But the
Yeah.
collection room,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first time you've seen it.
Stay on
we
target,
have,
Mark.
We have a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff in there. A lot of.
Yeah, well,
I gave you a gift also.
the collection room was a little bit embarrassing because my wife saw it, so she's like, "Why does?" I could definitely tell. Like, she's like, "Well, this isn't the way your shit looks." You know what I
How
mean?
dare you, Mark?
It was a disrespect to the stuff that I have. You know what I mean? Because she's like, "Oh, this is what it could look like." You
I feel
know?
like you have a nice, well lit area though. Like I've seen you on the streams. You've got
Yeah,
like
you got a
figures
nice-
displayed
it's
nicely.
one wall.
Okay.
I have so many
But
totes
it's a
that
good wall. I mean,
It's
some
a good
people don't
wall,
even have
yeah.
a wall. I mean,
I have stuff
we tried to
laying
build a wall down south. It did. We got literally just one wall.
Way too soon. Way too
Yeah,
soon.
I was gonna say, I have stuff laying on my floor, and then she's just like, "Why do you have all these totes?" And it's just like, it's embarrassing.
So Dean, let me address this here, KJ. Dean is at a wedding right now. We've been out. We'll get to Saturday today.
I wish we would have said R.I.P. and then said R.I.P.
Yeah.
the time
Yeah,
he could have
Dean-
spent with us.
Dean will be on OxCon tomorrow. We'll be doing another stream just like this tomorrow. Hopefully with Paul and Dean.
Live from Ojos Locos too, right?
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
you're gonna kill yourself. But, oh shit!
Aw.
Hang on. Where's that comment at? Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll get that comment here in a second.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, real quick. Fern said I'm really drunk. Well, yeah, I am.
Oh fuck. Okay, hang on.
That's
okay,
the point, Fern.
Sorry about that, Paul. Flying back to AZ in the AM, unfortunately.
Oh,
Paul,
okay.
first
Paul.
off, Paul's made a lot of this possible. By the way, sponsored a bunch of stuff for us to be able to do some of these things. So, what an angel, and we'll
What
have
a
to
guy.
we'll have to find a way to make it up to him somehow because I feel terrible.
2.0.
I feel terrible because I really
Yeah.
wanted to meet Paul.
Yeah, Paul,
And
we'll
Paul-
make it up to you, Paul, because you've been a stalwart of the network. You liked the collection. We had a nice Thursday night, Dean and Deanie. It was nice because that's the D&D part of the network. They got to meet each other, at least a portion of it. You guys stayed at a hotel. We saw you the next morning, and yeah, Friday was a good day. It was a good day. We started off a little late, but we kind of got going. And this sweet angel met us for lunch. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I have to say, Dean picked me up from the airport my flight was delayed. Getting to the gate, so it was an extra at least 25 minutes. He was waiting for me. He had an extremely stressful day because he's got a wedding right now, and not his own wedding, but another one that he's in the party. Anyways, I told him if the shoe was on the other foot, I wouldn't have picked you up, Dean. I would have just been like, you know what, sorry, brother. But he's an angel for that. So we saw him for just a second. But yeah, we hit up a barbecue joint that Dean recommended. What was the name of the sandwich you got? It looked incredible. I should have gotten that.
Smoky house or something like that.
Was it brisket on top of sausage?
Okay, it was like chicken, which was incredible. I think it was horseradish, sausage, then brisket. It's over a pound of meat.
Such a Texas thing.
Like a 15-inch behemoth.
Like really 12 more inches than you really need.
Yeah, it was weird because it was
I think a lot of people would be happy, frankly, with like a 2 or 3 inch sandwich.
100% would have done.
Yeah, right? Anyone?
It was like a complete sandwich.
I love the gesture, by the way. Very classy.
It was like a sandwich, but it had like a dead animal on top of the sandwich
Right.
with seasoning on it. And I was like, literally, like, and I felt bad for Victoria because Victoria, like, she like.
You almost couldn't even eat a
She
third
took
of
she
the
literally
half.
took a whole dead animal and threw it off the top.
Which
of
it goes to
half of the
show
sandwich.
2 inches will satisfy.
That's right. It was that was the sample size, right?
Yeah,
So
literally, we learned 2 inches meant a lot, and that that's a lesson.
So
2 inches isn't nothing, ladies.
Marco had Yelped this place, and boy, I'm looking on the outside. I'm like, "Fuck, Marco, this looks bad."
it was in a sketchy strip mall right next to a sex shop. So I was
Bro,
like,
when you're in
this
Texas eating barbecue and there's nobody in the restaurant, boy, that's a toughie.
Okay, Marco might be 2 for or 0 for 2.
Oh my
Tonight's
god!
was not that great either.
I thought it was pretty good, honestly. But Danny's got to, you know what, Danny, next time, step up, make a
sorry,
decision,
I'm
pick
sorry.
a spot, and then we'll go there, you know?
That's
But until
true.
then,
Listen, when I went there, I wasn't even hungry, and I literally ate all the coleslaw, and I'm not a coleslaw guy. I was
Yeah.
literally like, I was dripping. I was
Wow,
tonguing all the
Wow.
juices.
wow,
So
holy
crazy
cow.
how they should do that.
No, the food was delicious there.
Delicious?
It was proper Texas barbecue. You don't get that in Pennsylvania. In
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, everything's dry, and
Bro, you gotta talk about
terrible,
that. Okay,
terribly dry.
so we went to the Warhammer model, the used model store. Mark and I bought some models. We're actually in the process of painting them. We kind of are bitching out of some later plans for the bars because Mark is leaving early tomorrow, and so we're gonna be watching Rings of Power, painting some stuff. I painted him a 5'6" Gandalf, which I think he likes quite a bit.
Oh, I really was drooling more than that over the food I was eating. I hate to say it, like
And so
sexy.
we ended up deciding after everything because your hotel was right next to the Warhammer, so it was actually literally in the same parking lot. It was
Yeah,
incredibly convenient.
I felt really dumb, first
that's a
time
good
on the
thing.
trip, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing.
It's like, I was like, okay,
the
where's
last
my,
time, though.
yeah, not the last
We'll talk
time,
about
but
that.
I looked up, where's my hotel? And then it literally was across the street. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's perfect, actually.
Yeah, so we ended up deciding. I don't know how we got to that, but we decided like let's go back to my house and do a barbecue because I think we were gonna go out. What was the catalyst for that?
I think everyone was just like, you hit up Manny. There was like other folks that were like, oh, we'll just come to
being
you.
like a big party.
Yeah, so like it was like almost like a housewarming for you.
And I will say shout out to Steph and Manny and Victoria and Katrina because. You plan a barbecue, it's kind of a thing, right? These things don't just happen, right? And it happened, and it was beautiful. We had picked up some stuff Friday night. We picked up these fellowship IPs. We literally went all across town looking for these because I was like, I'm not leaving. I'm not letting Mark leave Texas without.
Yeah, literally.
Drinking one of these.
That's been a month-long conversation. Zach made a dozen
one?
phone calls, and
I'll check with this
we
later.
finally went to a
Oh,
place.
I see.
Sorry.
And also, real quick, with just anything here in Texas, it's like there's a lot of commuting. I didn't realize all the driving to go wipe your ass.
Yeah.
It's literally a 30-minute drive to wipe your ass in
It's a
Texas.
big city. It's a big
San Antonio.
city.
So like, to me, it's different. Like in Philadelphia, you walk. Like if you got to go a couple blocks, you walk. There are no blocks here. It's like you literally have to jump on the highway sit in traffic. You have to cut somebody off. You gotta, and you guys don't throw middle fingers, which is great. It says something.
Oh, I saw one thrown earlier today.
In Pennsylvania, it's so great that you guys have guns here because you don't use them. Because if I had a gun, I would have shot somebody a couple times.
So
He's on record now.
So-
How many grocery stores did you go to finally secure the alcohol?
including the week of research, beforehand, I would say about 8.
Because Steph found them at like the first place she went to as well, right?
But then
So-
they weren't showing up on the app anymore,
Oh,
so they
got
may have
it.
sold
Okay.
out. I was like, "There's 188 miles away. I will drive if I need."
And
to.
then also, when Zach called them, they treat him like a total Karen. They're like, okay, I'll check.
And then I go, and it's not even on hold.
And
Anyways,
then
Danny has a great story. So you arrive in San Antonio, and your first experience on the ground wasn't quite great.
On the ground? What do you mean?
You got conked in the head.
Oh no, that was on the plane. Yeah, when we landed.
Yeah. So tell me what happened.
So you know how like everyone rushes to the overhead bins to get their luggage, and there's supposed to be a systematic way of, one row at a time.
Well said,
But
Danny.
some people,
People are animals.
yeah,
This is
some
a
people are
very-
animals.
This is a very
They're
important
like,
conversation.
I guess, okay, this one lady that
Yes,
was in the
Tina,
row
he
ahead
is,
of me
he is, yeah.
was having trouble with her luggage. So I'm being a gentleman, so I helped
An
her.
angel from the earth. from
I was
God
helping her,
himself.
and then another lady comes from further back who had her luggage like where we are, and she hustles her way over and grabs her thing right over my head, and then it hits right here, and I got a little bruise. So like she could.
I
she
didn't
was,
know that. I thought somebody else, like the lady right next to you, she was. a
No,
couple
I was
hours up.
helping one lady, and the other lady was too impatient, and she.
And you got conked in. And
I
not
got
only did
a
he get
I got a
conked, there's
conclusion or a
he was
concussion.
he was like Tua, bro. He was fucking. He got
Tua.
concussed.
Yeah, no
Well,
offense.
I got a Polaroid of his.
Yeah.
little-
Well, Marco had a similar situation also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are animals, honestly. The guy who had the window seat in my row shows up, so we kind of vacate the aisle. And when I'm still standing up from the seat, he starts swinging his freaking duffel bag towards my face, and I had to duck, and I hit my head. And I was like, bro, literally, what the fuck were you doing?
he
Like,
thought
why did you do that?
He thought your head was the doors of Gundor.
I was just like, could you wait 3 seconds maybe? I was, I kind of wanted to fight this guy, but I was like, I'm going to sit next to him on the whole flight. So
So I think Marco made a great point, and Mark and Danny as well. But it's like we talk to each other all day on the internet, on Messenger. Victoria knows. We talk all night about toys every week, every day, basically. And then we come here. I've not met any of these people, and it's just like you pick right up.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Like I met Mark, and like the next day he's sleeping at my house playing with my kid. Like fucking crazy.
yeah.
My dogs are like loving on him, trying to jump into the bed with him. I'm like, Jesus, girls, get out of the bed.
I was gonna say I spent the morning with his dogs, and they're so sweet. And his daughter, like literally gave me like, I kept hugging her, and I'm like, I bet she was thinking like, who's this creep? But it's like, I love this family, and I love all these people.
it is pretty wild, though, that, you meet people on the internet and then, you just go meet them, and it is picking up where you left off. It's like, just
Yeah.
meeting up with
I
friends.
mean, other than the awkward touching that like other people might perceive.
That's
There's
legitimately
nothing
why.
different. That's
yeah.
like
yeah.
you just can continue a conversation that wasn't even going on. But you know what I mean?
Conversation that wasn't going on.
Yeah.
But the awkward touching is the best part, though.
Oh,
honestly.
it is the best part. I got to see Danny, he clenches. He's a clencher.
Bro,
I
Danny's
told you,
got a
you know what I
I told
nice-
you, let me flex first.
Danny's got a nice ass. I will
he
say,
does.
With every seriousness in
Double
the world.
cheeked up.
Bro, he double cheeked up.
Wow, thank you.
So
Totally.
for you two, first experience in the collection area, and also meeting myself and
Yeah.
the rest of the
Well,
boys.
Well, I'll let Danny say what he told you right when he got out of the car, but the collection room was incredible, honestly. So well lit, so well organized. A little too much Gandalf, if I'm being,
How dare
critical
you.
about it,
How
but
dare
no,
you.
I was impressed
dare you.
and kind of got some ideas for a few of the shelves I want to do in my collection
Hell
room.
yeah.
So
Hell yeah. Sorry, the AC just kicked on. We'll get that off for now. Sorry, Danny.
No, we need it
So loud.
for the glistening.
Danny's melting.
Yeah.
So,
So, we have this barbecue. Or I'm sorry, please, Danny, tell your experience. Sorry.
no, I thought the room looked amazing. The collection room looked amazing. The only thing is, I guess on screen, it looks a lot huger than it actually was. It was more.
It does that, you know.
Yeah. Not that it's too small. It's just
Yeah.
it just felt like it was elongated from the screen. I mean the camera. I mean.
Yeah, Zach totally maximizes his space. I mean,
Yeah.
but it looks super sexy because I have like a lot of stuff that could look that way, but my shit like it lays down on the ground, and then Katrina's like, "Why do you got all this junk?"
So tell us more about the
Totes,
tote bags that you have, Mark. Like what's that organization technique?
Oh my god, she's looking at me. It's awful.
Katrina said there is no technique.
I literally I buy randomly totes all the time. So then anytime anybody sees me on podcasts, they're like, "Oh, your collection doesn't look that bad." Literally, if you were to look at the carpet underneath me, you have all kinds of figures laying down and all kinds of boxes open and stuff like that, and totes and stuff like that. It's sort of like hiding a drug habit. Like whenever I'm like streaming, it's hiding a drug habit.
Yeah.
So when I show it to Zach, so I'm like, "Oh, Zach's," I'm like looking for him to hiding something. I'm like, "Oh shit, everything in front of him looks like fire."
Collecting
It's
is
all lit,
legit an addiction, though.
sexy. Yeah, and really when you've collected as long as literally any of us have collected. And Marco, you've been good. You've been good from the start. But when you've made a lot of bad choices in collecting, you know what I mean? It's like it's hard to hide them choices.
I have. What do you mean by I've been good? I've made plenty of mistakes along the way. That's how you learn, you know.
Marco, if you came to my basement, you would literally throw the fuck up.
Mark, I was
it's
telling you about
nasty.
my dad. So sorry, we've gone on a tangent here, but my dad, he and I started collecting starting lineups. He still has unopened cases. Like the guy is the ultimate hoarder of collecting stuff. So I just want to do a little different than he does, but I'm falling in right back into the same trap.
Yeah, so when he's got like the backup shortstop for the Cardinals in 1999, it's like it's a problem.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Can't tell you why I'm very concerned about Danny.
Why?
You know why, Danny? Philo.
Oh, the philo.
Okay, so Steph made this wonderful. I'm not even going to attempt to say it because apparently I can't even say it. I'm gonna
Fideo.
lean on- Yeah, thank you. Please, one more time.
It's Fideo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Victoria made it. I'm sorry. You guys made it together, right?
And I also wanted to know
It's
who
Victoria.
made the jalapeno.
Oh, she
wrap
made the
bacon.
jalapeno
Yeah, Steph
poppers.
made the jalapeno poppers. They were to die for. They were incredible. And everyone pitched in. It was not a one-man effort, one woman.
And the chicken and dogs were bomb too. Honestly, the whole meal was
Yeah.
Banging.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, real quick, just an asterisk for the group. Mark is really white. I mean, I'm Mark, but I eat really white people food, so that bacon wrapped jalapeno was really fucking good.
You went in on those.
That
You had
chicken
like
was
10
really
of them.
good.
Dare you?
Like literally, all the food was really good down here, and that's what I was looking for. I wanted company, but the alcohol and the food did not disappoint.
Now, the best part about all this, the story's rounding the corner here. We're all getting ready to eat, and the chicken's done. I'm getting the chicken off the grill. Made like a shitload of chicken. These wonderful poppers. The great, one more time for me.
Fideo.
Thank you.
GG's probably going to
Danny-
correct me in the comments here.
He
but-
goes, "Yo, is the philo ready?" And we're like, "What?" And he's sauced up at this point.
I started
That's-
saying it after that. Damn, I didn't know. Oh man, you
Oh
fucked
man,
me.
Ben Thomas,
What?
what's going on?
What do you mean? What did I do?
I kept here saying philo, and everybody was like laughing at me, and I was like, "What are you laughing at me?" Because I repeated you.
I don't remember how to say it. I heard
Damn
it
it.
one time.
Bro,
I
he
was
really
just
said
going off my
philo,
mind.
bro. So
There was all kinds of other letters there.
honestly, probably in November we will be making a philo sticker for Oxcon.
Maybe.
It was a legendary moment.
But to
It's-
see Manny laugh about it made me.
which
Oh,
is
Manny.
because Manny's the funniest amongst
Yeah.
us.
He
You
is.
made the funniest
I
guy
made
laugh.
Manny has made me laugh so much. It was just like a pleasure to make
was a-
him laugh one time.
You know, it's like Manny entertains 1,000 people.
Exactly.
But you entertained the guy that entertains 1,000
Exactly.
people. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It's a Michael Scott moment.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I'm glad you caught that. So after that, we were super full, and we came and did a really poor recording. This is going much better. We had so many tech issues. A lot of these mics, you don't really unplug them a lot, so they get jostled and settings get changed.
It was fun content though. I still want to hear that one of these days.
It'll probably be a Patreon only thing.
Okay.
Maybe we'll release it for the masses, but just keep it in your mind that it's not not easily digestible.
It's something that
content.
you find on like a lesser
These-
channel, like
these-
a 1.6 fix maybe, or
Yeah, these kind of microphones, they really only work for one person, and we were doing like 10 people on 4 mics, and it, we did our best, right? But it was good. Everyone got to have a moment. Everyone got to participate in Aux Con. After that, we went to this Hookah Cafe, which was an idea that you guys had in our famous itinerary by this point.
I think this was Danny. All credit to
Steph.
Danny.
No.
Or Steph, okay.
I think
Yeah.
Steph or Danny.
No,
Anyways, okay, this was incredible. So Dean's like, this place sucks, and we're like, fuck, like maybe we shouldn't go to this place, but we're like, we're
but
gonna go
he
to this
never
place.
explained why.
He never said why. But
Again,
this-
this is a guy who doesn't like the Dark Knight. Come on, we could never take his opinions with that much credibility in my mind.
Now this is, what does this say? Okay, the Manny, the best comment here. Let me get some comments here. Can we hear from the ladies after you guys? I want to hear all the venting. Yeah, we'll get
Wow,
the ladies.
actually.
We'll get the ladies. And I say this not to be that guy, but I'll probably have to stay here to manage the levels because it's a lot of dials. I'm constantly, you see me, I'm like doing all this.
I think that's a great idea, though.
That's actually a fantastic
It is actually
idea.
a great idea.
Okay, so we go there, and this place has like every plaque, best of the city,
2021.
28, 29, 2008, 2009, all the way to 21.
They had a banner that said 2021 something. Best
Yeah,
of-
best of the city, and I'm like, what the hell is Dean talking about?
Yeah, Daddy, one of the Coles.
Oh, dude, one
Oh,
of these.
yeah.
One of these daddies there, Steph is saying, was grabbing coals with his hands.
He was very aggressive, but he won us over with that technique. for
I
sure.
called him Marco's uncle.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got priority seating because they thought Marco was one of them.
Wow, what do you mean one of
Oh,
them?
yeah.
Well, it's a cultural, it's a different culture.
I am. Those are my people. Come on.
Thank you.
Yeah, legitimately, Marco. Let's be honest. He's dark as hell. He's got a great thick
What are we
beard.
going?
The hair is thick.
That was a Ben Thomas moment right there.
No,
but-
no. Listen,
Jesus Christ.
I have nothing
I
to
know
do
a lot
with
of
this.
great Colombian girls. Anyways, hang on, let me get this.
when the moon's out, Mark, I literally have trouble. I burn.
We
the
we
moon's
sit
out. The
down.
moon's out.
We sit down, and this is incredible. Beautiful waitress. We sit down, and they're like, oh, like you guys have a big party. We're gonna put you like in like a private seating area, like a VIP area, right?
It wasn't that private. It was just a
No,
couch.
it had a little table thing that's
We
a
had our own
private.
TV with
Fuck.
That's true.
Okay,
We had
then that is
doom
something,
and gloom.
that is something that we will be discussing. By the
Wow.
way.
Wow.
Okay, so we sit down. Lovely lady comes up. Hi, welcome. This is kind of how it works here. Don't.
Oh, she
touch
was
the
female?
hoop.
Yeah.
I didn't even
She was bad.
see her.
Anyways, sorry. We joke all the time. I'm a bad person. And she goes, "Can I get you anything to drink?" And we're like, we're gonna look at the menu. We're gonna take a gander.
Well, first we ordered the three different.
The 3 hookahs, wonderful flavors. And I'm like, we'll just get waters for now. Like, we're gonna sit on this. We're gonna
No,
drink
no,
some
you
waters.
ordered one water and it kind of started changing accent.
Okay, yeah,
okay.
I
Then
ordered
I said
one.
I'll take one.
Yeah.
Steph said she'll
And
take one, and
eventually
then
she's like,
it went around.
I'll just get waters for the table. And I'm thinking, yeah, we'll drink our water. We're gonna think about. I'm gonna be a man of action today. We're gonna think about what we want. We're gonna get some bubble tea. We're gonna get some of this, some of that. It's BYOB. I didn't know that. We had lots of B. We didn't even bring any of it. We didn't BYOB. Anyways,
It's a rookie move.
she comes
Yeah,
back.
I would have totally brought.
She comes back with like 10 waters. on
Bottles.
this- bottles of water. Thank you.
Bottled water.
And starts passing them out. And I look at these waters, and Danny just starts dying laughing.
No, first I looked at you knowing what you were thinking.
Well, the thing is, it was all Walmart
Yeah,
the spring water from some shit you never heard before.
This isn't Dasani or Smart Water or
Nah,
Life
it was
Water.
it was not from a spring.
pH neutral water.
At least it wasn't Arrowhead though.
It wasn't
because-
until when you asked, "Wait, let me see that menu." That's when I
Boiled
started
water
laughing.
was like $1.50 a bottle, and I'm like, we just got bamboozled.
No, well, first of all,
That's like $15 for the table.
first of all,
That's a whole extra hookah we could have had.
First of all, she thought, okay, these guys think
Fucking
they're
idiot.
gonna get away with just ordering 3 hookahs, but I'm gonna
No,
checkmate all you
she
guys and
fucking
give you
big
eight,
Well, it was
eight
weird.
freaking bottled waters.
The most bizarre, because I really haven't smoked since senior week of high school, which is 2004. So
Wow.
it's been a while.
Yeah.
So they kept bringing out Coles, and I'm like, "You're bringing out Coles." I'm like, "I want some fucking water."
Like, bro,
Did
give me a
nobody
refill,
else
bro.
think that?
Take it to the tap.
But then at the same time, I'm like, shit. I knew we were getting charged for that. As
But
soon as I saw that it
Holy
was in that,
shit,
as soon as I saw that it was bottled, I'm like,
bro.
fuck, am I paying $3 for?
Manny's a
water?
funny guy, but you give Manny a couple of beers and you drink a couple of beers and you're having a good time. He's an unstoppable force of nature. It was ridiculous, bro.
Oh, he is real as
My
fuck.
lungs were hurting from laughing with hookah smoke
Exactly.
inside of them, and it was not a good time. For
I
a
was
lot of it.
wasting the
And-
hookah.
In
smoke.
fact, Steph had ordered a ice tip for her, for the pipe, I guess, or the hose. And I was like, that's cool. Let's do that. And boy, that was a game changer. That made it like all the better.
How was it, Zach? Again, can you show me how it worked?
It was. I mean, you have to grab it with two hands. You know, you gotta really.
The girthiest part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
fact, like if I was gonna share mine with you.
You gotta really suck on
Yeah. In
Yeah,
fact,
okay.
one of these. Yeah, you gotta. I mean,
Now
it's
that
a
we
large
know.
device, right?
Yeah.
At any rate.
it. It was
game
thick. It was extra thick too.
But then, Danny, okay, they give you this thing, and it almost looks like this microphone here, and it has this, you know, almost like a little magic carpet around the equator.
That's
We took-
extra
we took a
racial,
ride.
across
but
the equator.
I'm gonna allow it. But
Across the equator. So I'm like, okay, like you don't want your hands to get cold, so I'm gonna grab it at essentially the girthiest part. And Danny
Yeah, that's it.
dies laughing, and I'm like, what are you giggling about? And he's like, you would grab it at the base. And I'm like, okay. And then he's dying laughing because he thinks I have my little. You have these little tips that you.
Oh yeah,
For sanity, he's dying laughing.
wait, hold on. They weren't little tips. They were like pretty
let's be real.
massive.
They're
A lot
like
of
cone-
people,
cone
a lot of
shape.
people would be very happy with a tip. That big.
100%.
and
And he's
meanwhile,
dying laughing like a little 2-year-old, giggling, making everyone look at us. You think I had the tip backward, then it was the right way. You fool.
I was wrong. I was
A
wrong.
man can only-
and
Man can
meanwhile-
only admit so much.
Danny was able to put his Adam's apple back real far, and he started gargling before he even started
Oh,
smoking. I'm like,
wow.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
How dare you?
Like, how does that work?
Can we can we
Well,
talk
you're-
about the TV though? So they had, I think it was CNN on.
Bro,
Oh, it's so sad.
whatever Lester Holt is on, it was fucking depressing.
Just
bro.
all the
We're
atrocities of the
watching-
world.
We're having a good old time, a good old fashioned romp, as they say. And Ebola outbreak in Africa, monkeypox, COVID, you
And
know,
a couple kids got ran over too, by the way.
child
Every-
murder,
Kids died somehow.
child
Every-
explosion in Homecoming.
That was
No.
tight. That was lit.
That was
the
actually
only.
pretty fucking well, this girl.
The explosion, the homecoming explosion thing.
The
was actually
hurricane,
cool.
and we're sitting there like, what the fuck? And the only other TV that we could see was a looped recording of some Indian dude giving an Indian lady a massage,
Oh, like
and
the,
it never ended.
Yeah, sexual
never
harassment. It was like
ended.
literally ongoing sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you just need a few minutes, and then you go to the next step. I mean, this
It
guy
never-
was fucking giving her the gabagool.
The sad part is, Marco was the one that brought it up to the lady, and she was nice. She was nice enough.
She tried to change it. She did.
She tried a couple times. She literally brought out the box of remotes, and Zach's sitting there like
There's like
Flipping
eight
batteries.
remotes.
God.
8
Zach.
remotes.
Zach was flipping.
well, no,
AAA
not me.
batteries
I think it was
like,
Marco.
okay.
Marco was.
Yeah, I was like,
First
all
off,
right,
how
do
dare
it.
you confuse us? How dare you?
Well, Marco was the first one, and then she brought out a box because she brought out a couple controllers, and Marco's like pushing the buttons.
Yeah, we were trying I was like, just turn it off at this point, and yeah, no
Bro,
luck.
it
So we
was
had-
so and then it's like cable news, so like after an hour, it just starts back over the same program.
boy.
Oh, we literally saw like depression.
Like,
Yeah,
worship.
we're caught up now
times.
though, y'all. We know all the stuff
The
that's going
absolute
on.
worship.
So, yep.
Okay, so after all of that, you guys actually went out to eat again. By this point, I'm literally stuffed to the brim, and I can tell. I'll be honest. I go out twice a year. At this point, by this day, I've gone out more times than this day I've gone out all year. And our esteemed guests, Mark and Katrina, they're an hour ahead, or an hour. Yeah, so it's later for them than it normally is. You know, I could tell they're ready to pack it in. So I'm like, okay, let's. We're gonna get going. You guys can stay or do whatever. We go home, and we all just crash the fuck out. At 6 a.m., I wake up, and sweet John is like, dude, the monetization's broken on YouTube.
Oh my.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, fuck. I knew I shouldn't have said half the things I said last week.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, I knew it. I fucked up big time. And I'm freaking out.
Got
and
canceled totally.
I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it, John, thank you for telling me, but and I'm just freaking out, and I guess it's like a glitch. I don't know. Maybe I don't think I fucked up that.
So it was a site-wide
Site-wide,
glitch.
yeah,
Okay.
a lot of people on Twitter.
It's
That's
literally
how I
like
found out.
the
Not-
whole entire
like,
app.
YouTube doesn't make a statement. Twitter, fucking 8,000 people tweeting about it.
Wow. Yeah.
Anyways, so I get up at 6 a.m. I can't sleep, and I'm up for like maybe 30 minutes, getting club uploaded because John had been nice enough to get that going for me. Sweet guy. And then John's telling me like, dude, we got this amazing giveaway that we just got. And I'm hyped. Like, I
Yeah,
can't sleep
how
for,
in
like,
the
30
world
minutes.
did he pull this
I don't know.
off?
He's
Oh
going
my
to tell
gosh.
us, I think, on Monday we're going to talk about it on the show.
Okay.
I don't actually know any of the details. We're still kind of dotting the I's and crossing
Wild.
the T's. Can't disclose those yet. But I'm excited. Then I go back to sleep. I wake up, and I'm like, fuck, we're literally supposed to be at Stevens like in 20 minutes. I'm like, hey, everybody, we're running late. It's a problem. We get to Stevens, though. Sweet guy. Obviously, Martin Katrina with us.
Oh my god, dude, that guy, like, when you meet him in person, like, I felt sorry. I didn't buy anything. I'm literally like, I wanted to, like, give him money because I'm like, this guy is so fucking cool. You know,
He
he's
and
like,
his-
oh, you know, what do you want? I'll give it to you for less money. You know, like, he's willing to work a deal out. You know, like, what do you like? He's like, tell me, what do you like? You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
He and his wife, Daisy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible
And-
people. I wanted to stay there and continue to talk to them.
And she's expecting a boy. So
Yeah, of course.
So awesome.
Very happy for the
yeah,
Jacksons.
they have a girl at home, and Steven's expecting a boy.
I think that they would be an excellent fit for your show. for
I
your
would
channel.
love to have
Yeah,
them
you
on.
definitely-
Because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
asked really, like, I'm like,
For you and
yeah,
Gigi,
like,
yeah.
how do you, like, do it? But he asked, like, all these fancy questions. I mean,
Yeah, we
he's-
were
he's
chatting.
pragmatic, I think I've heard some
Pragmatic.
He's got a
Oh,
great
yeah.
story.
Fucking
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, what? But yeah, no, they were just so cool to talk to. I had to buy something from them, and I was like, you know what, Gigi will support me buying from them when I tell her they're Latino. It's a small business, you know,
Yeah.
they're Latins. Yeah, so she was stoked after I sent her the picture of us, you know, after I bought the snow speeder Luke. She's
Which,
like, okay,
which
like,
by the way, the customer service though, because he I mean, this is a very small store.
Yeah.
Like my living room, which isn't particularly big, is probably as big as his store.
but he's got a lot of good shit in
Lot
there,
of-
wall to wall.
Yeah, wall to wall, literally. And he's like, I honestly don't know if I have the snow speeder Luke, but he's like, I will check the back. And I've worked retail before. You say check the back. You fucking go around, text a little bit, and, you
And then come back.
"Oh,
Oh, we don't have it.
Bro, he's
What's
out
out
there
there is
like,
out there.
mountaineering in the back, like fucking,
His pregnant wife went
Indian-
back
Yeah,
moving
yeah, oh my
stuff.
God, yeah.
I
He's
felt
so-
so bad.
What an angel, bro.
She looked like a mountain climber, like climbing the freaking shipping boxes to bring these
And
boxes
they
down.
found two.
They
and you
found
bought
two,
one.
yeah.
What a
yes.
fucking
Yeah.
guy.
And so I would say, if you're still looking for a snow speeder Luke,
They have
Stevens
them, yeah.
Collectibles, hit him up. Amazing service, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get the same price as Sideshow, but you get that service. You make a great connection. You know, whatever.
And you're helping a local business, and she's pregnant with a boy. And anybody that has kids know that they're so
expensive.
effing expensive, and they don't appreciate shit.
Stevens
They
Collectibles
really
and
don't
more. Check
appreciate
them out.
They don't. They don't.
Oh
So respect the fact that you're paying. Every dollar you make goes to them not giving a fuck.
Now it's really cool because you guys shop
God
with
bless them,
you
by
guys
the way.
shop with them throughout the internet.
Yeah,
and you get to
online.
meet. You got to be there
Yeah,
in person. You
it's-
got to.
Yeah.
And I think Danny, you bought a pre-order. Like you just paid for a pre-order.
Yeah, there was I bought the Scout Trooper, the Return of the Jedi Scout Trooper and speeder bike.
And I think you were so impressed. You were like, I may actually just call them on Monday and buy like another one or like two-
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe
see.
allegedly. And after that, went to Buddy's. Unfortunately, Buddy wasn't there, which you know he's at a toy show this weekend at Ekman's. It's actually this weekend.
I know.
It's fucking hilarious. I didn't know till fucking yesterday.
No, I found they were talking about it at Stevens.
Yeah, but I found out like yesterday.
How close is that to you?
I don't know. It's like this meme that like we're toy influencers, and I don't know there's a convention in my own city until the day before.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Not, you know, whatever.
Whoops.
Anyway, so we went to Buddy's, went to Court of Gamers. You know, kind of just putzing around. You guys tried Whataburger?
Yeah,
How was that?
I thought it was a good solid burger, but if I was to compare it to some California, like what we have in California is In-N-Out. Like let's say there's an In-N-Out, a Whataburger, and a Five Guys on one street.
Danny's gonna always go with Five Guys. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna always
At
go.
least, at
No,
the very
I'm gonna
least.
always
Set
go to.
yourself up
I'm
for
gonna
that.
always go In-N-Out.
He's gonna go in and out with Five Guys.
That was a funny story you brought up.
How dare you.
In-N-Out, because In-N-Out is better than either one of those two places because I've had from both.
So you agree also? Thank you.
But it's a really expensive.
It's
Five Guys
not
is
though,
more-
honestly.
But the beautiful
No,
thing
if
is,
you were to go to Five Guys, you get a drink and you get the medium fries. You're spending $15.
The beautiful thing is, though, I think I may go to In-N-Out tomorrow with Marco and Dean, hopefully. Actually,
Wait,
Dean,
am I not invited?
No, you are invited, of course. But I'm saying I've never been.
Damn.
I've actually never been.
So what was the other spot that Victoria was telling us
Culver's.
about? Culver's. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
But
wanna
the
try
best
that.
part is I have Polaroids of our 4 guests.
Of our
eating
first
their
bites.
bite. And there are some Polaroids that I want to keep, but there's also some that, and they're very expensive to take. So I want to try to randomly insert like maybe 5 of them throughout the Patreon packages, just like a small like little thing.
That's dope.
Oh yeah.
A few of them, some of them are just random things that we saw that none of the hosts are in them, but some of them are kind of fun. We got 10 more shots. We'll take some more shots tomorrow. We'll kind of figure out how many we can divvy out. But yeah, that was fun. And after that, we went to downtown San Antonio, and we went to where did we go first? We went to the Tea Gardens, which we almost forgot about. We've been doing so many things.
Tea Gardens were incredible. Shout out to
Beautiful.
Katrina for
Yeah.
having that recommendation.
Yeah,
It was not even on my radar. And then we get there, I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. Like, this is incredible.
There's like 2 tea gardens in like where I am in California, Northern California, and they're just, you see a pagoda or 2. But when I actually saw this tea garden or Japanese garden, I was impressed.
Next level.
It looked like
Yeah.
something out of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Well, the thing
somewhat.
that was legitimately blew me away was because coming down here, to me, this feels like a complete desert. Because I just came from where it rained for 5 days. Like, literally, it rains all the time in Pennsylvania, or it snows all the time. So I was like, why the hell would they have any kind of... So we went to the tea garden. They had beautiful flowers. They had
I think it's just Japanese
waterfalls.
garden. Sorry, I put tea in there.
Yeah, they had waterfalls, and they had like
Koi.
nice
Beautiful
giant
koi.
koi fish.
I mean,
carp.
3 foot.
Beautiful,
koi.
and they had even
Turtles.
great- they had turtles,
Ducks.
They,
Dopey ducks, even.
No,
Dopey
they had
ducks.
mallard ducks. Mallard ducks, which I don't know if Texas really has mallard ducks. It has to be specific to them. But and they also had they had beautiful catfish.
Yeah.
So no, it was because when I came down here, I was like, man, it is dry. And literally in Pennsylvania, when it's like 85 degrees with any kind of humidity, you instantly like your asshole sweating.
Wow.
Like
I was
you're,
waiting
like,
for something wild to
Little
come. There it
fashioned
was.
your back's wet.
Wow.
Down here it's 90
I
degrees.
know
I'm
someone
like,
else
that's
with
not
a
bad.
wet. Oh wait, just kidding.
Okay.
Katrina
Demonetized.
tell me it's like it's
We're
good.
already not monetized right now. technically.
I was literally worried when I came down here because the last couple of days, like the last week in Pennsylvania, it never got over 60 degrees. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's gonna feel hot because it's like 90 degrees. It's very comfortable here.
And then
It's a very comfortable 90 dry heat.
we went to, I guess, what was it? The River Center parking. I went to after that, right?
Person Mall.
River Center Mall, and we went to the Alamo, which was. It's been many years since I've been. Beautiful. They've done some fantastic restoration work. We were supposed to technically have free tickets, but we just walked in like we own the place, which we do. And
Wow.
then
They were gonna say nothing.
yeah. Then we went to the Riverwalk, and we did all the touristy stuff. We got Marco's so generous. He bought us all a drink. Thank you very much for that.
We had to have everyone have a good time.
We got
you know?
some micheladas. We got some big ass margaritas. We got some different juice for the kids. And,
Wow. Am I one of the kids?
yeah, you're my kid, buddy. And it was just so like again, I'm a homebody. I don't do these things, so it was nice to kind of get out. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever walked the Riverwalk. Beautiful.
It was really, really nice over
We
there.
took
It
pictures.
literally was something that no matter what, when I came down here, it was literally a magical moment. Just chilling, and that was the one time where I could sit down and talk to Danny and Marco like one on
Look at
one.
this guy, Ben Thomas. What a good looking crew. Love you guys. Hashtag Aux Con.
Damn.
The only
Ben,
thing
you've
that
got to
was
be there
missing
for 23.
Hell yeah, baby.
was holding Dean's hand on the Riverwalk.
Tomorrow.
the only
Maybe
thing.
tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Now we we're doing all these pictures. We got a beautiful picture of Katrina where Selena was. We got a beautiful picture of. We got so many beautiful pictures. We're gonna have to share them on Tuesday, and talk about them maybe Wednesday. I don't know, but some beautiful, beautiful pictures. And I guess I made these old people's days. Danny was laughing about it. He was like giggling like a two-year-old.
Wait, I don't even know about
No,
this.
I was laughing because
Oh, I don't know what you were laughing at.
no,
You
it
guys
was
were like,
one guy and four older than women.
Oh,
so
you're
it's like,
talking about the guy.
yeah, I was like, that's good ratio.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, I'm not.
Talking about the
hitting
guy
on
who was trying to
Okay.
like, I don't know.
Okay,
just
so
trying
there
to
was
make
a
love
guy
to me,
and 4 beautiful
Older
older women.
Silver.
And they're silver
ladies.
foxes, as they
Yeah,
say.
silver foxes.
And you know they're taking pictures.
Yeah,
And this
he's-
fool is trying to selfie himself. I'm like, you fucking gabagool. Arms are too short. Anyways,
Here's a CEO or chief.
so I'm like,
operating.
let me. Would you like me to
CFO.
take your photo? And he's like, yeah, of course. So I take the photo, and then another lady hands me a camera, take the photo, another camera, another photo, and I'm like, I got 1 shot left on this Polaroid, and I fucking hate having 1 shot left. Because the thing is, you take the shot, you forget you have 1 left, a beautiful moment happens,
And then boom.
you miss it.
Yep.
So the way I do it is like the last shot on the camera. I don't want to say waste it, but I'll just like take whatever.
There you go.
And so it's like, we're already heading back to our car. I was like, let me just take one of you. And they're like, oh, he wants to take a picture of us for it. I'm like, what? No, I don't want to keep this, you fools. And I gave it to him, and they were so happy. And then I turned around, he's giggling, laughing. I thought he was laughing at me, so I was really pissed at you. I was like, what are you giggling about? I got you this
Friggin'
nice
Danny.
thing for these people,
I was laughing at
and you're giggling about it.
Yeah, and I do have to say, so
It was a
number
beautiful
2,
moment.
yeah, it was a beautiful.
I mean, if that
moment.
guy's having a 5-star, I mean, fuck,
Exactly.
I got the Polaroid to prove it,
you
bro.
were the
I probably made his night.
You know what? I will have to say I felt really dumb when we were on the river walk, in between us going to the Alamo.
You were like, I ate at the Starbucks.
Yeah, so Gigi and I had gone to the river walk. We had gone to a Starbucks, and then that's kind of where we like left. We're like, okay, this is the end of the day, and we're like, okay, we'll come back to the Alamo at another time. I didn't realize it was just right
Literally
there, like
around the
1
corner.
block away, and I was like, I have never felt dumber, and I've done a lot of really dumb things in my life. So
While we were walking to and fro, I guess there was a freestyle guy that was catcalling Victoria, which I
yeah,
didn't hear apparently.
he said I did it all for the girl in the gray.
I was like, wow, me
Yeah.
too, bro.
Risked it all.
Yeah, it was beautiful, and like I said, I don't typically go out. It was very nice, and when we got back, because everyone was exhausted, Katrina took a little bit of a nap. Mark and I made some firewood outside. Got cleaned up a bit because we got that gooch grease going. It was a bit of
It
a
was
conundrum.
nasty. There was
Little
definitely
chafing.
some friction.
Yeah, when you're a big boy, the boys were starting to fire down there,
wow.
and
There were things rubbing together that aren't meant to rub together.
my daughter's in the background.
As I say, be sensitive about what
Vivi
you say.
says
We're in
we-
mixed company
yeah.
right now. All right.
That's a little racial. And
Oh my
Vivi is a biracial angel.
Holy, that's
Now,
not.
you guys, I guess we were also getting freshened up or whatever. You guys are gonna go
Little
to the
power
bar.
nap.
Mark and
By
I,
the way,
Oh,
15,
please.
15-minute naps. Are you guys nappers at all?
I didn't even
I'm
nap
a
yet.
big napper. Victoria's not, and it fucking frustrates me. I'm like, let's take a 15.
Katrina's a giant napper, and literally, if I take a nap for 10 seconds, I got a giant.
I felt so
headache
bad. You
for the
fell
rest of the
asleep when
day.
all the lights were on. I was like, oh, let me turn these off for you and let you get settled.
It
You just
didn't matter.
you
to
get
her.
tuckered out. Anyways, Mark and I did some painting. And Mark is a very talented miniature painter. He was good. He was doing
Well, I know how paint works, but like I know how paint works on like a larger scale, like how
Yeah.
Ben Thomas would know. Like I know how the thickness of paints, and as far as like putting, paint thinners and watering it down. But I don't know how miniatures work. Zach was showing me like I was like literally like it was. I felt like somebody playing the recorder. You know what I mean? The recorder and like you played in middle school, and you play I don't know what you play. When you play the recorder, you know what I mean. It's like that lame ass.
Oh, the flutophone?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You play like the Star Spangled Banner, but literally Zach was showing me how to paint, and it was like
Actually, I haven't seen it.
You actually painted that, huh?
Yeah, so Mark,
Holy cow.
Mark and I were painting together. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you,
and
please.
when Zach paints, it's like literally like I literally hear angel trumpets and devil trombones, and I'm like literally like this is literally what magic sounds like. If magic was a fucking audio,
Mark was like, it's like I'm
recording-
watching Mozart on the
yeah, Mozart,
tickling
yeah.
the ivories. I'm
It,
like,
it was
wow, bro.
yeah, that's very very much tickling the ivories, and it wasn't just the ivories; it was just the tips of the ivories.
Just
I mean,
the
it
tips,
was
okay.
it
Just the
was
tip, baby.
beautiful. It was sexy,
and
and I felt it.
And
I felt it in all of my ivories. I felt it all the way up and down my spine. It was beautiful.
look at
Oh,
your
wow.
5'6" Gandalf. Look at
That is
around.
beautifully done.
That's what we painted while you guys were having a nap, and I think it came out great. I think it
I'm
came out.
so-
So we're not done yet. We got to put a little base.
In the words of Steph, I'm so bummed that I missed the paint drying.
I know.
How dare you?
You're a bad person, Steph. You
Steph,
That was
you
very-
got to answer for that.
That was
comment.
very funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dean's been at a wedding all day, like you said. Unfortunately, it just was
Oh my God,
the
look at
only
that.
weekend this could work,
That looks-
and unfortunately he's
That's
out
pretty
today.
good.
At
If he
any
would
rate,
just read his messages,
he was
you know,
giving
he
he was
probably
giving
would
me
know.
shit
Yeah,
because
Marco.
they're you guys are going to the bar, and I'm like, well, Mark and I still need to watch Rings of Power, which we need to watch.
I'm like,
2
trust me,
episodes.
I'm more than willing to drink alcohol. I've already done.
And I was like, and we
I'll
need
do
to
more.
paint. Like I promised Mark I would show him how to paint miniatures. And Dean's giving me all this shit. I'm like, bro, like I've literally been out with him all day. Like I'm gonna enjoy time with Mark and Katrina. They're leaving early tomorrow, and then I'll be out and about, with the rest of the boys. And yeah, that's where we're at now. You guys went to a barbecue place. Apparently, it wasn't very good. What was the deal with that?
It was busting to me. Honestly, the brisket, the ribs were fall off the bone. I don't know what Danny's like criteria is, but
Again,
Did you want it-
Okay.
did you want it with like teriyaki sauce or?
wow, how dare you? How
Okay.
dare you?
Too far.
That's too far.
Let's go. Like, I'm toast to that. Let's go.
We weren't talking, so
The
maybe,
racism.
maybe,
Toast me up, Danny.
maybe,
Love you, bro.
maybe my food got cold. While
Yeah, you did say
our
it was
conversation-
cold, and
Our
I was like,
stimulating
well,
conversation.
Yeah. You hang out with Mark Pearson for one day, and all of a sudden you won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Apparently, we did a nice other guy's reference. I needed
Hey,
someone to
man.
tell me. I don't remember. At any rate, how about we switch out? We'll get the ladies in here for a
Yeah,
few
we'd
moments.
love that.
And then,
Can we turn off the camera while we switch out?
yeah, that's a good. Oh, they said no? The people
Okay.
want? No?
Might have to be another stream for another time.
For OxCon 2023.
There you go.
Okay, well, listeners at home, we did try.
Gigi will send you a audio recording of their overall thoughts of the day, so you'll know.
No, we got to do something. Because I'm sure Katrina wants to like let out some steam.
There you go.
She's not prepared for it, but she's got violent tendencies.
So, oh, look at this. They took a great photo of us recording. You'd love to see it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anyways, I was planning this conversation to end at that point, and then we'll bring in a new piece of
Well,
people.
should we talk about tomorrow's itinerary?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, as a podcaster,
No, all
you
good.
gotta manage the time.
Hey,
Well, I'm just gonna say real quick. Thank you very much, Gigi, for allowing Marco to be here
10 minutes.
because it's just nice. You know what I mean? It's nice
It's just
to.
nice.
first of all, no one allowed me to be here. I'm my own man and I make my own decisions.
What was the
Second
tax?
of all, thank you,
Dude,
Gigi, for allowing
Dude,
me.
you sound
With
sound
that
so
being
sweet. like Marco's one of those people like makes it easier just to use the bathroom. That's how sweet he is. It's like it's smooth.
Wait, I make it easier for you to use the bathroom?
Anybody like
Wow. Okay.
if you got a problem with the stool, you know what I mean? Marco, it's like it's
Oh, wow.
smooth.
Speaking of problems, I
Marco
was like,
is.
hey, Mark,
I don't know what that means, but I really appreciate
since
it,
you're
Mark.
here,
I was just trying to show how smooth you were, brother.
look, I'm actually going to take advantage of you guys, by
Yeah.
the way, because I don't
Yeah, I hope
have-
so. That's
don't
what I
have
came
a
here
lot
for.
of strong friends, and
I want you to take advantage of me.
Mark was nice enough. I was like, hey, bro, I was like, you're really good at fixing things, and like my sink in my bathroom was kind of not working. 2 minutes, he fixed it.
Yeah,
Wow.
stop.
Amazing.
Yeah, oh
2
yeah.
minutes.
Nice.
I was gonna say with I was afraid like after all the shit I
And
talked.
I
that
may
was
not,
gonna
may
do
not
it.
have time with Mark because I know I asked you earlier. You said yes,
Yeah.
but we got to get you out.
Oh,
out
we're
of
gonna
here
take
early.
care of it. Yeah.
But yeah, there's some bulk. We got bulk pickup, and I gotta like heavy shit. I gotta move. But again, it's just really me. I'm very strong. As strong as a one man could be, but sometimes you need
As strong as one man.
a second
yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's
sometimes,
right. Yeah, I get
sometimes
that, I
strong
get
will
that.
doesn't match
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
the limitations of gravity. and-
Also, Mark, I heard we're flying you out to do a bathroom for our house because
Oh yeah.
it's probably cheaper than
Oh,
the
yeah.
California labor just
Yeah.
to fly
Oh,
you out and put you up.
Anybody that wants any kind of tile,
I want to
or
hire you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
bathroom
fly you out
fixtures or
for things because I think
vanities, or
I think it's
tile
probably
work.
cheaper.
Yeah,
to
right.
be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, in today's climate, yes.
In
for,
today's
for,
climate.
for the people that I love,
Yeah, there you
my,
go.
my little circle,
Not for
I'll do
everybody.
I'll
There
do
you go.
anything.
What a fucking guy.
I mean, I'll do anything, but listen, like my palate's a little different, so like, I'm gonna put my mouth on certain things.
Wow,
but other
okay.
than that,
Alright.
like I'll redo your kitchen or bathroom.
Mark,
That's
I must
fine.
say that you do live up to the hype. Ever since I heard Brian Fontaine say, Mark Pearson, what a great guy he is, you live up to that hype.
Look at guy. Yeah, I'm also. Yeah, totally.
She says, Marco, don't you have my credit card? Would be a real shame if it got canceled.
Oh, no.
Cody says,
Good thing you bought the snow
dare
speeder,
you,
Luke already.
Cody says, how could you shoot a biracial angel, which was the reference that I made.
Oh,
And
my.
Steve says, Mark, much respect. Always pay respect to the lady. Yeah, these beautiful ladies that.
Oh my God, my
Victoria
wife.
too. You know, I don't make a lot with what I do. I love my job. It's a very noble job. It
Wow,
doesn't-
the adult chatting gave a super
Well, they
chat.
give us $2.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's the first time. I can't ban them, right?
Let's see. Chat
my
chat 69 XYZ best adult dating site. You know, that's the best
We
adult dating site that I would.
Legitimately, I feel
Wow.
terrible.
If
that
I was in adult dating, I would go to chat 69 XYZ.
we technically
Wait, maybe
can't
that's the guy
delete
from
them,
the
right?
Riverwalk.
It must be that guy.
Was it the guy that was
like,
singing
thanks
to
for the
me, like, all
Polaroid.
weird? Like he was like all up in my
Hey,
tips.
not only that, but he gave us the John. We said, "Get loose,
Oh,
baby."
shit.
Let's
Wow.
fucking go. Okay, first off, we've been throwing so many Jambos. I
Sponsored
think
by-
it fucked my wrist up.
Hey,
We've
Cram
been
just
throwing
donated.
hard Jambos.
Yeah, because literally, I need to hit up Equan because my thumbs are all fucked up from. I mean, even the John before the John. Wow.
Yeah, look at this Cram. Great guys up there. All respect. Yeah, we're about to.
Did we get Ben Thomas's super chat? I saw
We
one.
did.
earlier.
I
Okay.
believe we did. Yeah, we're about to cut this one off because I know I need to watch some Lord of the Rings with Mark. He has a very early flight, so I can't keep him up too late. And then you guys are gonna go doing the cha-cha slide, I believe.
Two-step
it was.
in it. Yeah, cha-cha slide. That's right.
I think that was
That's
what
the
it
one.
was. Yeah, you guys are gonna go to a bar, but then
Think so.
we'll see tomorrow. Like you said, we're gonna assemble at some place and some
Yeah.
time.
Are we watching
guys,
football,
don't
though?
too late. I would like to go to.
Sure, I'll do whatever you
breakfast
want.
with
Yeah, I'll
guys.
do whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
there, Mark. Honestly, like I don't plan to be out too late. My
If not, I'll
battery
be
is.
dry humping you in your
What time do
hotel bed.
you need to be at the airport by?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. So we have to do a little bit of an earlier breakfast.
Yeah.
But we could do whatever you want. I'll watch football, whatever. Anything you want.
Go birds.
Tomorrow's kind of Dean's day, even though
Yeah,
he doesn't
whatever Dean
deserve
wants to
it.
do,
But
I
yeah,
guess. But yeah, I would actually like to go to.
Yeah, I haven't
to,
seen
In
Dean
and Out.
yet this whole trip, so I
that's
wanna,
right. You have yet to meet
yeah,
Dean. Wow.
I've yet to meet Dean.
You haven't even met that.
No, not yet.
Okay, yeah. What are we gonna do for that?
Yeah. So
So, Dean, if you're listening, go to fuck the bed.
not.
Oh yeah,
listening.
Deanie too.
No excuses.
yeah, Mark is sauced up, and that's.
Oh, I'm really sauced up.
Bro,
I'm sorry. I'm
on,
always
on
sauced up.
Thursday
in this
night, it was this
situation.
beautiful moment where Mark was pretty drunk, lecturing us about Lord of the Rings. It was a powerful moment. It was like I was listening to a great sermon, like from Dr. Martin Luther King or something, at the top of the game, and he was telling me about Numenor and all this stuff.
There's too many
And I was
hand,
like,
hand
damn.
motions.
And I got a sweet Polaroid of it, and I was like, this is like a fucking iconic. Like this is peak OxCon already.
So you guys will be back after you watch the episode for Ringcast Live right now, right?
Boy,
I'm
don't put
kidding.
that on. No, because we got to watch 2 hours. Worth
Oh
of
gosh,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
So while y'all are two-stepping, we'll
There
be
you
we'll
go.
be deep in Middle Earth. But I gave Mark a wonderful gift, the Hobbit, the full text, but it's the illustrated edition, the real illustrated edition, not that shit that's on Amazon.
You're the Frankie Bass edition.
And this sweet guy, he's like, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you're like, we're gonna rent a hotel, like we're gonna have a night without the kids, do all the adult things. And Katrina sends us a picture, and he's, on his stomach on the bed reading the book with his legs crossed. What an angel! But I'm like, damn, Mark, that's not what I would be doing.
quite legitimately, like when he sent it to me, I thought it was from like the
He
movie like edited of,
Yeah, you know,
edition.
like some goofy shit.
and I'm like, no, it's a full version of the book. And I started reading it. I'm like, okay, let me at least get to past where I wanted to get to where they met the Goblin King, and then I want to
Yeah.
get towards the end when Bayorn shows up. And
My God.
it was like,
My
so then Katrina sent pictures. She's like, I don't want to send this because it's like you make you feel bad. I'm like, nah, fuck it,
Yeah, there's no feeling bad here.
nah.
Anyone have anything? The ladies refused to come on, but
I just
I
want to say,
understand.
I just
We-
want to
not
say,
the first
ca-
time I've been.
We
turned
kind
on
of
by the
sprung
ladies.
that on them,
God bless any woman that would want to have sex with somebody like me.
Wow.
So, thank you, Katrina.
Wow.
Thank you, Gigi, for having Marco show up. Marco's he's a prized possession.
Wow, that's the first
And
time
Danny,
I've ever heard
I mean,
that.
literally, if my sexual preference was in question,
Well, you almost
Danny
raped
would
me
be
when
in
you
trouble.
first saw me.
well, I mean, I still,
my
I
God.
touched
will.
Danny's ass plenty. And then Zach, if he didn't have kids, it'd be the same.
Next time, put
Okay,
it.
time out. There's one thing that's on the hidden. That I call it the lost recording now because I don't know. I
The
don't know
lost
how much
recording,
will
I
ever
love
be
that.
recorded.
Yeah.
But when I first saw Danny,
Oh no!
come on,
It's so good.
I gave him this big hug because Mark greeted me this way, and I felt so warm and loving.
Oh yeah, we
I'm giving
touched-
Danny this big hug, and he's like fucking You know that skunk and the cat? He's like fucking pushing away from me.
No, I wasn't pushing you. I
Bullshit.
embraced you.
Bullshit. I have the ring footage to prove it.
No,
Anyways, and he goes, "Hey, you're pregnant."
No, I didn't slap it.
Damn.
Oh, that's
I
what he said.
caressed it.
Body shamed him the moment he shows
I
up.
was
Yeah.
like, "That's the
Wow.
first experience that we have together." And you,
After
yeah.
3 years of like complete,
Yeah.
unadulterated, like unquestioned love.
Oh boy, I don't know if we could read this without Katrina being very upset. Do you want to read that on?
Go ahead, babe.
It's a super chat, so I would like to read it, but it's up to you.
She has to read it.
Wait, what?
You gotta do it out loud, real loud, so you can hear it.
Oh no.
Do we have your
Right, right,
permission to read it? Is it?
Oh, okay. OG fans says Mark
Katrina's
Katrina's
a
a
real
legend.
one.
The first After Dark I saw was his birthday, and he's hammered and trying to get quote booty stuff from his wife as a present. Hilarious.
Yeah. It didn't happen
Thank
at
you.
night, by the way.
Wow.
Oh my god.
But literally, listen, like, I went to work that next morning, and like 9:30, like I went to work. I was at work for like 2 hours, and I started vomiting, like,
God.
because that was that was the freaking apple. What was that? That was that hard apple cider. Now who was it? It was the
There you
Miller
go.
Lake Company.
My
Who
sweet
made the
bride
hard apple cider?
says we don't refuse to go on. We just need time to prepare. I've already showered, taken off makeup. You know,
I get
whatever.
that. I get that.
Next time, and then Tina, sweet Tina says one day, Victoria, hopefully one day you'll be on the stream, show more of your work. So I remember Zach showing your work in the 6-scale groups. Yeah, Victoria's taught me everything.
Yeah, real quick. The first time I was ever on, because I wanted to be on CW so bad, and they like had me on After Dark, and it was the day before my birthday, and I drank fucking hard. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
that
lie.
was your first time on.
my very first time.
Wow.
So I went to work. So this was like March 3rd, whatever year it was. I don't remember. And then it was like March 4th was my birthday. And then like I went to work. I started painting a roof. And then like I was like an hour later, I'm like, man, I don't feel right. Dude, I vomited.
Fucking
like,
dude's brand new roof has a fucking vomit.
Yeah.
I did that like weird vomit. Like, you know, a lot of people that I don't know if a lot of people that do the alcohol vomit, it's always like a yellowy liquid.
We don't
I
need these
vomited,
details.
yeah.
I have a stomach full of barbecue, and I
I
do
know.
not need these
Now,
details.
I
after
legitimately-
that comment, this is a beautiful comment. His wife is a goddess. So
Oh my
there you
gosh,
go.
she's gorgeous.
beautiful,
Just-
beautiful
Poor-
ladies.
just-
that poor girl.
The ladies of Auxiliary are fantastic.
Just
Dude, I
way
vomited
better than
oatmeal.
us in
It was
every
an
way.
oatmeal vomit.
Yeah,
by the
DG
way.
also just
Yeah,
I
no.
don't know how we
Yeah.
definitely scored up. to
In
be
in
honest.
this multiverse, we're winning, but there's
This
many
is the
where we
what
lose.
if.
Yeah,
This is the what if.
By the way, divorce lawyers are really expensive. Just for anybody that's listening to this,
My daughter is
it's
refusing.
easier to keep them.
Jesus
by the
Christ.
way.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Yeah, if your name happens to be
No.
after a hurricane.
No.
Wow.
You have kids, by the way, so you can't leave him. So
Okay.
You're explaining my life.
All right.
Wow.
Let's
I'm contacting my wife.
let's tucker it in. All right. Let's we'll be
Reel 'em
doing a
back
stream
in, boys.
tomorrow with Dean and Danny, and it will be very Dean is gonna be the star that he is.
Whoa, cram another super chat.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
What a guy! What does this say? These are my first 2 super chats. Y'all deserve it. Let's give Cram everyone.
Wow.
What
Dude.
a fucking man.
Awesome.
Cram, you're an angel.
That's a left and right-handed jumbo.
And
It's
and,
a Danny jumbo. It's not just any jumbo.
Cram, send me a message on Facebook if you use Facebook. If not, send me an email, Zach@collectweekly.com. Show me your username. We'll get you some swag sent out.
Need
Hell
some
yeah,
Polaroids
stickers.
from the day. At
Yeah,
the
yeah.
We'll send you some
We'll send you a
stickies.
Polaroid. How does that sound?
Tons of stickers.
Jesus, Danny. My pile
Polaroids
of
of,
shame. Fuck.
of Danny's genitalia.
Look at this. All right, don't ever be afraid.
Wait, we can't show that. They didn't give a super chat.
Well, they've given
Earlier
me
they did.
$2. They just
That one we can delete.
I just always assumed it was a.
Casual Nerds is the real After Dark is happening before our eyes. Look at my kid in the background dancing on camera. What a good. Hey, silly girl.
And real quick, the most beautiful kid in this world is Vivi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Zach's
Zach.
kid. Like, I met that kid and like it literally made me feel like I wanted another kid. But then I started thinking about my kids and I'm just like, no
I will say the
way,
high.
no way. No, I'm done.
Okay, so Victoria, tell me if I'm lying, but she came with us with one pair of sunglasses, and then she upgraded to another pair while we were out and
Yeah,
about.
it was a
that
rainbow
was
heart.
that was the most diva move ever, and I really related to it.
power
And I
move.
it was a power move. It was awesome.
She got them at Claire's, but they were beautiful. She had to have them.
Just had to have it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, anyways, this will be up on the audio feed as well. If you guys really want it, comment after the video. If you want to hear the day 0 stream, it's not particularly outstanding. But if you guys want it, just comment on this
Real
video.
weird.
And we will well, maybe we'll release it. It'll just be audio only because we didn't do any video that day. But boy, getting the stream set up, like I said, I had a panic, bro. The cameras weren't working, the mics weren't working, the USB wasn't working. It was a data USB or a power only USB. I was getting stressed. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep everything the way it is. So when Dean comes, we just plug and play.
Let's go.
That's what I like about my setup. It's all plugged in. I don't touch anything.
There you go.
Anyways, we love you guys. When we started this 4 years ago, I could never imagine we'd have a single listener, let alone many, let alone people that fly out. Eddie flew out a few years ago. You guys are here today. Paul, unfortunately, got sandbagged.
He tried.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what a
that's
sweet
so
guy.
good.
What a
Poor
guy.
Paul.
I can't tell you
Tons
how
of
much,
effort.
how much Paul has meant to this network. So upset that
It's
you know,
so
everything
heartbreaking.
happened.
I still hope. I still pray that we get to see him. before
Yeah.
we leave.
But we love you guys, and you know we'll be safe tonight. You guys will have your dancing, and then we'll reconvene tomorrow for another stream.
Looking forward to it.
And I guess you know we'll probably release that day 0 because you know we didn't really have a lot of content as much as it ended up being a much more intimate event than I wanted. I was planning to do like hours of streams, but it you know we spend our life with each other on stream, and you kind of want to have some private moments.
Oh,
You
you
know.
do.
Yeah, so
Oh, it was real. It was close. It was
yeah,
private.
Danny was touching my privates.
Wow.
Anyways, I'm Zach.
I'm Danny, and thank you, Gigi, for loaning Marco to me tonight.
And I'm Morales. That was good.
Did you say Morales?
I
What the fuck? He's sauced up, bro.
And I'm Marco.
We'll catch you on the next episode.
Jumbo.
Jumbo, yeah,
Left
left hand
hand
Jumbo
Jumbo.
for the lols.